Switzerland. Well, some folks may think it's up here, and they commonly mix Sweden up with Switzerland. Wrong. Sweden is Sweden, next to Norway, across the lake or the Gulf from Finland. It's a Scandinavian country. Switzerland is in the center of Western Europe. Right there, between France, Germany, Italy, and Austria. Switzerland. Most of the videos I take and have taken are from the French region of Switzerland, sometimes called, I believe, Swiss Romandy. I call it French Switzerland. Now, we have the big town of Geneva, and we have the big town of Lausanne along the shores of Lac Le Mans. Ooh, thank you, Google Maps, for calling it Lac Le Mans. The competition maps call it Lake Geneva, which really is kind of not cool to call it that when you're there. The region that I'm most familiar with, we take Route 1, sort of northeast, towards, it eventually ends up all the way out into the capital of Switzerland called Bern. Well, I would say about 15, 20 kilometers up the road, we have this little area called Corcelles. Well, it's actually a village, Corcelles, Jorat, Europa. Across the little valley, we have Mézières, and up a ways we have the town called Moudon. This is where I'm most familiar with. The home or the barn, the farmhouse that I stayed on is on a hill called Gillette, which is right above the villages of Corcelles, Jorat, and Europa. And there's the little farmstead right there. This farm was in my stepfather's family for multiple hundreds of years. Their last name is Porcher, very common surname for this region. Now, the farm now has sold to another person I'm unfamiliar with who owns it now. The views in this little video will be looking sort of southeast down towards this region here, which are sometimes called the Pre-Alps or an extension of the Bernese Alps. Not necessarily the Swiss Alps. When people think of the Swiss Alps or talk of them, they're usually speaking of the big Alps in the Rhone Valley, where there's the Rhone Valley, the big Alps along the Italian border with where the Matterhorn is. Or they're speaking of the rest of the Alps in central eastern Switzerland, where all the rich people go over in that region. Davos is one region. That's along the Austrian border. We're gonna stick over here to the Northwest Plateau and these little tiny bits of the Alps here on the edge of the plateau.